now. Okay, stream is started. And I guess let's get this bitch on the roll.
Or are we streaming live on Twitch right now?
Yes, we are live on Twitch right now.
Oh no!
Speaking of that, where the hell is my chat at?
I
There
just,
it
I
is.
just got the alert on my phone.
Alright, let's get this thing started.
I'm pulling it up on my phone. Pull up the stream.
Huh. Well, you can chat. I mean, you can look at the chat and everything as we're going to. I have a chat over here as well. Alright, let's get started. So, greetings, guys, gals, and goaties, and welcome to episode 229 of the Gamesmen. The game here play roles. I'm playing a role. Your host. I'm Amherst89, and with me today, I don't have Dan. Dan's still the camping man, apparently. Well, actually, I think he's at a wedding today. Happy marriage, Rory, Mr. Big Potatoes, love you. But with me, I have Mr. Jason Teflon 12. How are you, sir?
Hey, how's it going, Gary?
It is going good. It is like 12 hours later than we normally record on a Saturday, but Jason has kids that we have to take into account. So the little ones are in bed and we can play.
And as far as I know, they're asleep.
Hopefully. We'll find out if you hear yelling or toys crashing or something.
If one of them is awake, we'll find out.
Alrighty. So how's your week been, Jason? How are you doing?
Oh, it's been pretty good. It's been doing house stuff. I told you about that short story I was trying to get in the anthology. So I was working on that all week, trying to get that polished up and ready to send off, which I did on Thursday, because the deadline to have it in was today. So I knew I had to have it in by yesterday at the latest.
Sweet.
It's mainly just been working on that, and then in order to take the edge off, play a little bit of Overwatch or some Legend of Zelda on the Switch.
And you beat that game and you're actually doing really good. Or having a lot of extra fun in it, I guess. And you don't even have DLC yet.
Nope, I'm going to have to get the DLC. I still have to look up and see how much it is.
I believe it's $20.
Well, yeah, that ain't bad. And I got a new audiobook this week.
Ooh.
Well, I got a couple of them. I was browsing around on Audible looking for something new because I got a $5 off coupon code in my email from Audible because I'm an Audible subscriber, and I guess they just felt like giving me $5 off or something. I can't remember. But so they gave me the $5 off, and I went on to Audible and I went browsing around looking for something. And especially since I'm trying to write fantasy, figured I'd try to find something fantasy to get me in that kind of a mood. And I came across this series called the Throne of Glass series, and they had prequel books before they had a prequel book in the series that was actually a book of like 5 novellas, and or maybe 5 novelettes, and that take place before the main series. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get this. And started off really strong. I was really digging it, about this. It's pretty much, I believe the author has said that she wanted to do like a type of Cinderella story, but like instead of like if Cinderella was instead of Cinderella being a peasant, what if she was actually like this highly trained assassin?
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, like the first couple stories were in there were really good, and then after that, it just kind of like lost me because it got, I don't know, less actiony for me, like less and more. It kind of got real romancy. Like I like a good romance story, like as much as the next person, but I don't know, it got to be more than what I really wanted. So I don't know if I'm going to continue on with the rest of the series after. Well, actually, I can tell you right now I'm not going to, because I went ahead and got another audiobook that was on sale for $6. It's one I've been meaning to get for a while. It's the first book in the Expanse series
Okay.
called Leviathan Wakes.
Yeah.
So I just picked it up. I have not started it yet, but I am looking forward to it.
Yeah. Like I want to get Audible because there are a lot of books that I mean, I don't have time to do most things anymore, but I like listening to things. Like I got so many podcasts and stuff that I listen to that I just don't have time. Like I don't even have time to listen to my game podcast that I've listened to for years because I have all these new things that I'm doing. But yeah, I've always wanted to get Audible to get some of those books because I always wanted to listen to like Stephen King's and actually like any of the Stephen King novels I would want to listen to because I just don't have time to get through them. But there's so many books that I'd love to listen to actually being read out.
Yeah, I mean, I can vouch that Audible is definitely um, a good service to be subscribed to, and and this is not one big long commercial for Audible. This podcast is not sponsored by anybody.
I could use extra
um,
money.
right? But yeah, if you ever listen to the OC podcast, Bongo and Murphy's Law, they talk about audiobooks all the time,
Yeah, they do.
or sometimes, and that they have on Audible. And there's that one series they were talking about. I looked it up on Audible, and I was like, well, I'm gonna add this to my wish list of books that I'll try to get to because I looked it up and I listened to a sample of it. Oh man, if I could think what I wanted to say, it's like I can't remember what it's called. The book series they're listening to, but it's like a real like hardcore like special forces military,
Yeah.
but only if there was like the huge zombie apocalypse, and basically the island of Britain becomes like this giant like fortress island against the rest of the zombified rest of the world.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, and it's like and so like I listened to a 5 minute sample and I was really impressed and I was like, I think I might actually pick this up. So I looked up the series and I was like, and it said book 14. I was like, book 14? Good Lord.
Jesus, it sounds like
So
the one person that Courtney always read um, names completely out of the way. He brings out a book like every couple months. I don't even know how he does it.
some of those professional writers are just like super fast.
Yeah, it's insane.
I
It's
know.
like I don't have that many original
One.
ideas ever.
I listened to this one podcast and they were doing an interview with this author, and he said his goal was to be like this other author, and I can't remember her name, but he said that she was a journalist, so she types about 12,000 words a day, and I was like, that is just nuts.
Wow.
Like you could write a novel in 6 days
Right. Yeah, that's
at
insane.
that pace.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have the mind. Well, I don't have the creative mind for that kind of stuff. It's too much for me. But
Well,
yeah, like the
I'm
other
doing
thing
my best.
the other thing about Audible is just like the people that they actually have reading the books are really good. Like normally, yeah, they keep it interesting and everything, so you're not like falling asleep while listening to it.
Oh yeah, like and I have a favorite narrator on there. There's a series by Glenn Stewart. It's the Castle Federation series, and it's a military sci-fi space opera. Um, it focuses mainly around this character named Kyle Roberts, but the narrator of who reads all those books, his name is Eric Michael Summerer, and he is just like I love the way he reads. So I'm gonna start looking for more books that he narrates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an interesting way to go about finding books too. Is how, who narrates them? Oh,
Yeah, then that's one way you can look for stuff on Audible. It's based on the um, you can look it up by narrator if you have a favorite narrator. So
hmm yeah. Another thing I would, if you haven't done it yet, like listen to Nathan Lau read out all of his books on the share novels. Like those are some really good books. And Dan said he just came out with a new novel and stuff that he picked up. I don't know if he's done that as an audiobook yet or not. But that's how I listen to all the share books, because I just don't have time to read them all. But I think Dan listened to them as well. But yeah, he's really good with that. And especially like whenever it's the author that reads it, if they're good at reading it, well, they know exactly how they wrote it, and they can like put the voices to it, and they can give like that context of how people are talking or what they're doing, and actually give them a voice and emotion to it, which works really well.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's like Neil Gaiman. I know he did that for his book Norse mythology that he wrote on Norse mythology.
I thought it was Greek mythology. We should probably stop talking about Audible. Well, we spent like a good
No, you might get an
5 minutes
email from them now just offering for a show sponsorship.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe we're that good at all to get sponsorship. Um, please take this survey and you can get $100 Amazon gift card. But yeah, I mean, I've been listening to like just podcasts. Like they have some really good podcasts about just from serial killers to like
The Parcast
uh,
Podcast Network. Yes, I
yeah,
listen to a few of their podcasts, like Conspiracy Theories,
yes.
Gone, and I think there was one more I listened to.
Well, I listen to serial killers, cults, the ones you mentioned, unexplained mysteries, unexplained mysteries of
Yes,
history.
that one.
Yeah, I figured
Unexplained
those
Mystery.
would be the ones you would do. But yeah, the conspiracy theory stuff, like they did the GMOs or genetic modified organisms, I think it was.
Organisms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
I
that
haven't
was
listened to that one yet.
interesting. Oh, you haven't done that yet? Yeah, like I've listened. I just like every it's basically every day, a couple days or whatever. Like I get podcasts from them and all that. And it's really interesting. Like I listen to Business Wars. I listen to all the well, like it's Parcast and Wondery are like the two that I definitely listen to a lot. Because they have some really good podcasts, and I want to listen to, now that the conspiracy or the stuff they don't want you to know. Dan recommended that to me, and I want to listen to this other podcast because they actually talk, or they had like, it wasn't an interview, but they had a talk with the guy that actually like does the series, and it's all about like the control group is what it's called, and they do like medical experiments and stuff on people, and like they do like a fictional audio drama version of like MK Ultra and just a bunch of other stuff. I can't remember how many episodes they're at right now, but after I actually finish the stuff they want you to know, like after I catch up, that's probably another one I'm going to go into. Um, I don't know. I love listening to podcasts a lot. Um, so
I listen to a lot of podcasts too, so hey, I feel you. Like I can so my podcast list right now. I listen to Bubble, which is from the Max Fun family podcast. Conspiracy Theories, Dragon Talk, which is the D&D podcast, the official one from Wizards of the Coast. Fictional, Gone, Keystroke Medium, Laser Time, Bonus Time
I'm
because I'm a
almost
Patreon
on.
subscriber.
Yeah, I'm almost on doing Patreon for Laser Time because I do love them a lot.
Yeah, I want to hear them do. I want to hear them start their D&D show.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of D and
I've
D, like,
been I've
good.
been a subscriber to their bonus time for a while now. So as long as I'm still getting content I enjoy, they can still have my money. It's not like
Right.
I give them. It's not like I give them a whole lot. Um, my brother and me, myths and legends, retronauts, the Adventure Zone,
God,
the
the Adventure Zone is so
Flophouse,
goddamn good.
the Gamesmen,
No
the
way.
Overseas Connection, 30 2010.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that one now. I did start listening to that.
Unexplained Mysteries, Video Game Apocalypse, and wait, don't tell me from NPR.
Yeah, like I don't know. Just the Adventure Zone, like that shit got me fucking hooked, and it's all because of you. Damn it!
Yeah, aren't you glad aren't you glad I recommended it to you?
That's so fucking good. I just, even the like just the new stuff. I love. I don't know. I love their dad. Like he seemed like at the beginning it's like he didn't know what he was doing. Like and he was a radio. Did they call it disc jockey? I don't fucking know. But
Yeah,
like
he
he was.
he got a job in the radio. Like you can see him. Excuse me. You can see him at the studio if you watch their TV show on VRV.
Oh, they have a TV show. I did not know that.
Yes, they have 6 episodes where they made My Brother and Me a TV show.
Wow.
It's really funny. Yeah, it's on Verve. You just go watch it.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. Yeah, I just love their dad. It's just, because especially like the live shows and stuff. Like just the quirk of it's like a D8 or whatever. It's like that one with 8 sides to it.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's just hilarious. I love them so much. They just do the best shit. But okay, so is there anything else about your week you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well I'll go into my stuff. So I forgot to mention this last week, but I watched the Blair Witch Project and I watched the newest thing, Blair Witch, because I guess that's the direct sequel with.
You watched
Boone.
the Blair Boring Witch Project?
Yeah, I don't remember why, but Boone and I watched it. Well, Boone was saying something about watching it. I was like, oh, I'll watch it with you. And I was working on the this office area at the time, so I was kind of half watching it as I was doing shit. Oh yeah, that's right. I was putting up this desk whenever I was doing it. But yeah, I was like watching it with him, and then we watched the Blair Witch because that's a direct sequel to it. So we did that. Like, I don't know. It's just random. We're watching like. I mean, I can't say the Blair Witch Project's like scary, but we watched some horror stuff. Like we watched Hatchet like over the last week and stuff like that. And actually, I don't think I can't remember. I think maybe we did watch Victor Crowley this week. So yeah, that's another movie that I watched, like the fourth in the Hatchet films. And yeah, Boone's all into this horror stuff. And I don't know, so we've been watching stuff. I'm actually excited and it's nice to like watch stuff with somebody. But like we sync up videos and we just watch them at the same time. It's just how we've been doing it. But I'm kind of excited for like maybe October we'll do that stuff. I do plan on going to see the new Halloween movie whenever that comes out in October. Like I was talking to American Dan and his wife, and it's like, what movies do we have that we can watch in the next few months? And we were kind of just talking about, like I went with them to dinner and everything tonight. And yeah, we had some beers and just, talking, bullshitting, talking about life stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. I got my papers for the divorce, so yay, that's going to get signed and
sent off?
Well, I'm making her come here for it because she sent them in the mail. She would not like come confront me with it, but I told her she has to bring my dresser drawers and cat carriers back because like in the divorce thing it said like basically the property of the other, if it's in their possession, like that becomes their property and they can sell and do whatever they want with it. I was like, you have to bring that stuff back because I have a dresser but no drawers in it and I haven't had it since March because she won't come back and give them to me. So I told her she has to do that, and then she can pick up her papers. But yeah, so
just leave them on the porch. It's fine.
Yeah, well, she could do that too, but I don't know. She doesn't want anything to deal with her past life, apparently. But yeah, so watching Blair Witch, watched Deadpool 2 Thursday, I think it was. I watched it again, and I just love that. There's a ghost.
I don't know. I'm just playing with the camera now. I've never been streamed live on. in my video stream live on
Holy
Twitch
shit! There's
before.
3 people watching this. This is weird. Um,
Well, two of those are us.
well, no, I'm not watching it. So one of
Oh,
them is
I
you.
am.
Yeah. No, I
And
just
one of
have
those
I
me.
just have the chat up.
Well, well then, hi there, guys.
Yeah. The other 2 people actually watching this. It's weird. We never get anything in the day because people are too busy. So apparently nighttime's good. But yeah, I swear I've watched other stuff. I don't remember. Uh, but we spent a long time on podcast stuff, so that's basically done. Now, is there anything that you actually wanted, because you didn't mention the games you played, did you want to mention anything else about them?
Not really. I mean, Overwatch is the same as it ever was, really.
Well, you did say you're
They
almost
just
to
had.
100 again.
Oh well, yeah. I reached 100 once, and then now I'm at 49. But I mean, it's gonna take some. It's gonna take some time to get back up there. Um, they just finished their summer games event, and I got a couple of the new skins. And then they have this the new Diva skin out for Nano Cola, which it looks like it's their made up soda in that universe, but it looks just like Mountain Dew.
Interesting.
So she basically it looks just like Mountain Dew, so it's basically like a Mountain Dew Diva skin.
Huh.
But I mean, it's pretty cool. And the other thing I was playing Breath of the Wild, which um, I've beaten Breath of the Wild already. I beat that a while back, but it's just so much fun to just go back and play. You know,
Yeah,
to
there's
just
so
run
much in that
around.
world.
Yeah, I just run around. I fight stuff. I explore areas that I never really. I mean, just exploring areas that I never really paid that much attention to before, or maybe just ran through quickly. Um, I told you like I did that island where it takes all your items away and you have to survive and
Yeah, I
then
love that shit.
find all the balls and put them in all those different bases.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a lot of fun. I loved that challenge. Um, don't have the DLC yet. I need to pick that up.
Yeah, I've had
Uh,
DLC. I just haven't gone back to actually play it. But there's a
I
lot of other
probably
stuff I want to do.
I probably would have played some Tekken or some Dragon Ball Fighters this week if, but like I was trying to get that story done so I can get it out. So yeah, that's what I've been playing.
All right, well, I guess I'll get into my stuff real quick. So VR has become just a part of my life, and because I can actually work out while doing it, and it's actually working really well. I there's other workout things that I want to get, but like one of the ones I have is Box VR, and that shit, boxing in general is just a workout. So, um, but yeah, like I need to get my endurance up and everything because like I'm doing these if it's a 3 minute one it's not too bad, but once you get into the 5 minute things, like you're punching you're switching legs and everything, and like you just like slowed down because you're getting so tired from punching at things. So I definitely need to do that more to get like my endurance and energy up and all that. But it's so much fun, and like Beat Saber, I play more of that. The mod thing that you can get for it, where you can actually get songs that people have actually like put the boxes in, coming in at you, and like doing the tune and everything. Like those keep coming in because people just keep doing more and more songs, and that you can do to it, which is just great. Like there's because that just gives the game so much more playability to it, and I don't know. I love it. It's great. But like Beat Saber is a lot of fun. Box VR is a great workout. Let's see, what's the other one that I have here? Oh yeah, Gorn. Playing Gorn. Gorn's a fun little. You have web. It's basically a gladiator. I want to say gladiator simulator, but it's so over the top dumb. Like nobody actually talks. Like they talk in a like tribalistic kind of language, I guess you could say. And the characters are just like over top weird. Like the king guy that's like up above you as you're fighting, his head is as big as like 3 bodies, and he like has this really weird he tells you it's like you have to raise your arm so you can actually start the match and stuff, and like you have to raise both of them once you finish to actually end it. And he just goes, like, his mouth wide agape. He's like, ah! It's so weird and dumb. But I don't know. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Like, I'm doing a lot of arena stuff where you can actually... you have to get so many kills with a certain weapon or do certain things, and then you unlock other weapons and just things in general that you can do, which is cool. And I haven't done anything else other than that. Like at American Dance, I did play. I think it was an endless mode, is what he actually had me do at his house, which just they just keep coming at you and at you. But like I don't know, you're facing between, well, probably 5 to like maybe 10. It does get harder. I try to do things in different ways. Like there's a spear that you can use, and like you actually have to hold it with both arms and like stab people and stuff. And you have to hold it with 2 arms. You can't just do 1 arm, because if you don't hold it with both, if you hold it in the back with 1 arm, it just goes limp. It just hangs to the ground. So, yeah, like trying to kill people, that's not easy at all. There's just a bunch of different things to the game.
What game did you say this was again?
It's called Gorn, Gorn.
Gorn.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun for a VR game, and still early access, which I just love because there's a lot to it already, and they just keep adding things, which is nice. It's just a stupid fun game, and you can play it for hours and just killing people if you want to, which is not a bad game for workout either, because you are like say you have a sword, you're like swinging around, or you have a hammer or whatever, you're swinging your arm and stuff. And like how I have it set, because I'm in this area, like I only have 5.5 feet between the walls. Like I can basically almost touch the walls with my arms outstretched. So like I have to be able to stay forward, so like I have it set so I can move around with the sticks on the controller, and I can still like swing and kill people and stuff. But yeah, it's a ton of fun. I love Gorn. But I plan on getting more workout kind of games. I do like archery games in the just in VR in general. Like I play stuff in American Dance, and it's fun. I don't know, shooting people with a bow and arrow is awesome. But, yeah, I looked up the best workout VR games and stuff, and like there's a list of 15 of them, and like 4 of them were boxing. I was like, I only need 1 boxing game. But there's one thing that's free on Steam called Hot Squat, which I got. And basically, like, have you ever seen or heard of the show I think it's called Hole in the Wall or whatever, where people have to like make poses to go through this thing coming at them? I don't know if you've seen that. I think my dad
I don't watch I don't watch TV, right. So
yeah,
the only TV I watch is streaming TV, like Netflix or Hulu or stuff on YouTube. I think my
dad was watching it or recording. I don't remember. Somehow I saw this show, and but it's kind of like that where you have to squat so you don't hit, this thing doesn't come at you and hit you. I was watching the video on it, and like if you stand up, like it just everything explodes around you. You're in like a gym kind of thing. But yeah, it's very simplistic, but like you're doing squats, which are horrible. Well, I mean, not horrible. They're good for you, but whenever I do squats, my legs normally burn for about 3 days after.
Yeah, you gotta get in there, man. You gotta get that burn going.
Yeah,
you gotta convince yourself that you enjoy the pain.
Oh, I used to back in college, but I need to do it more now. Because I'm not hot enough for somebody to actually date me. But yeah, so VR stuff's really interesting, fun, and it feels like a fun way to work out, which is so weird. But moving on from that kind of stuff, like I started Darksiders 2 because Darksiders 3 comes out this year, and I'm kind of interested in the whole Fury using the whip and everything. I don't know. It's God of War-ish, but it's got like that Legend of Zelda feel with like puzzles and stuff like that and dungeons. And the first one was great. I love the first one. I'm liking this one a lot too. I just hate that there's this one thing that like there are these collectible things in there, and I just finally am able to get them now, and I was like, now I gotta backtrack all the way to all those things that I saw that I was trying to get. So I gotta do all that. But yeah, so far the game's good, story's good. I am enjoying it a lot. Playing as Death is interesting, using your scythe. Uh, and then they have a secondary weapon, which is like a heavy weapon. So they have like, I think I've even seen like a just a long shaft. But they also have like, I think this gigantic mace thing. They have like a hammer. They have gigantic sword, and like they all have their own like perks to them. And I found one that I love. It's so good. I can't remember what it's called right now. I haven't played it in a couple days, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, and the combos and everything. Like it's a ton of fun to play. Moving on, I did play Rocket League with Big Rob and Rogue, and I don't know. Apparently, I did really good. I don't know. I get complimented. I just think it's so I keep playing. But yeah, having fun with that. Whatever. I mean, it's Rocket League. We do the same thing over and over and over again. But Rogue got up to gold apparently for the first time ever, and he like freaked the fuck out. But
What you talk about, like gold ranked?
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I remember when I got platinum ranked in Halo
Gold.
5. I was
Yeah.
super excited.
Yeah. I mean, Halo for me was Halo. No, it was Reach is the one that I played the shit out of, and me and my cousin were working on getting the. I can't even remember what the last rank is, but we were moving up like really far in the ranks, and then it finally like just died. Just after so long, we finally just kind of quit because we played it so much. And I haven't played a Halo really, like I guess competitively like that since. Um,
Oh man,
but
I
I
used to
guess
play Halo 5 every day.
yeah, you did.
I was in there every day.
Yeah, I remember I used to enjoy doing that stuff a lot, but no, not as much. Shooters just aren't my thing. You know, I grew out of it, I guess. I mean, I still like doing it, but I don't have the time to put into it.
I just like playing online competitive. It's like, that like a couple weeks ago, what I was doing in Tekken was working on ranking up in ranked matches.
Yeah, we used to play SWAT all the time because that's if you hit someone in the head, they're dead, and like we used to
Yeah.
be really good with headshots. A lot of fun. All right, so moving on. I'll mention this one first because I'm really sad about it. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. It just came out this week on the Switch. I can't. I can't go back. I can't go back in Monster Hunter because between Monster Hunter World and the old Monster Hunters, you no longer have to bring your own picks, and well, you don't even have a bug net anymore in World, but you have to bring these things along to actually gather materials, and that's just annoying and takes up room in your inventory. It's just not fun to even do. I haven't done what I told Steve I was gonna do because I wanted to go back to the demo because I swear the demo looked grainy. Like it looked like it literally was just brought from the 3DS and not even changed. It looked really bad, but like the actual game looks nice. But there's loading times between areas, which sucks. There's just so much the weapons like Insect Glaive between that and World. Like World, it's just fluid. It's a lot nicer. In Generations Ultimate, like you have to choose a style. So I have to kind of go in the training and figure out what style I'd want to use of it. For whatever reason, like my guy does a flip in the air whenever I do a roll. I'm guessing that's because I took the I can't remember what it's called. Aerial style or whatever. So like I need to go through and see which one I like to use, and there's like 6 of them. I'm not enjoying trying to play this game. It's just not fun like
Yeah,
it
I
used
can't
to be.
imagine going back to the old way of playing. Even though I don't really play Monster Hunter, I can't imagine like just looking at the differences between those two games, I can't imagine. I can't imagine playing World and then being able to go back to the old way.
Yeah, it is. I'm really upset, and like, um, people hate you if you say bad things about Monster Hunter. Like I said that the demo, like I put up a review about the demo or whatever, and I got a lot of hate for that. People saying I wasn't a good reviewer, or I wasn't. They're like, don't listen to this reviewer. Normally reviewers aren't good at playing games. I was like, I've played so many Monster Hunters, I don't want to hear it. But going back just doesn't feel right. It wasn't fun, and I mean, I don't like to say that, but like it's just old Monster Hunter. Like they need to just move forward with how Monster Hunter World goes now, because it
Yeah,
just works so well. Like, and I've had tons of fun with World, and I'm still playing World. Like I play it every week with Stacy and everything. So, uh, I don't know. We'll be playing that tomorrow again. So, I don't know. Monster Hunter World's great, and that's the other thing I've been playing too. Like I play with her. Need to shout out Zero Wing because whatever the fuck his build or whatever he did, he's basically a healer, and we were able to kill Kieran because he was able to keep us healed, buffed, all that stuff, and it wasn't an annoying battle anymore because like somebody was helping us through the entire stages of because Kieran is for people that don't know is an electric unicorn. It's a unicorn because it has the horn, and it just shoots lightning out everywhere.
wow,
Everywhere. It's so annoying. It stuns you. Just all this shit. It sucks. It's really, it's the hardest. It's sad. It's the hardest monster I've ever fought in the game. And there's some big hard monsters out there, and it's mostly just annoying because like you have to deal with all this stuff that's going on. It really really makes me mad.
I bet you never thought you'd be killed by a unicorn.
Multiple times, like a lot of times, we've been killed by that thing. We've tried to do Kieran, I don't even know how many times now, but this is like the first time we've actually killed the high rank one. That's not even the hardest one because there's a goddamn tempered version, which I don't think I ever want to go up against. I don't even want to try it because it's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna hate it, and I rage quit the game once because we couldn't kill it. I was so mad that they, but yeah, we killed it, and I am very happy now. But we need to kill it again because Stacy needs her armor set because she wants to dress up like the pretty unicorn. She's so, well, she loves unicorns. Like she has unicorn tattoos and all this shit. So
Who wouldn't want to dress up as a unicorn?
yeah,
Why wouldn't
I
you
mean,
want that?
you should. I was able to make the pants for it, and it's just chaps. It's so horribly disgusting looking at my guy wearing chaps.
It's just chaps. Wow.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I was like, Stacy, you need to look at this, and she's fucking laughing her ass off. But yeah, it doesn't look good on a guy. It looks a lot better on a girl, at least. It's so bad. But let's see. I think I've went over everything but Scum. So American Dan, this game just came out of early access this week. We picked it up. I didn't have fun the first day, but the second day I actually played with Dan. He actually got his own server and everything. And other than taking forever to get together, because it's that same, because as he says, it's like PUBG. He says it's the love child between PUBG and DayZ, because it has zombies and all that kind of stuff. And you get dropped off randomly on the map, and then you gotta run to wherever you want to go. Because we finally met up at a place. It took us a while. And so we did that, and we logged off that day basically after we did that. He's been playing. I need to play with him again. But yeah, he got back on today actually. And yeah, so it's early access, of course. It's only $20 right now, which isn't too bad. It'll probably go up in the end, like all early access games seem to do. But it like there's the gathering, there's fighting stuff, there's the holding off the zombies and all that stuff. It's interesting. It's got a GTA San Andreas thing to it because there's same thing as in that like you can get fat, you can work out to get yourself skinny. You have to like you can see your EKG, you can see everything. It's
Well, I mean,
ridiculous.
does like is it like PUBG where the play area shrinks, or
Um, so I'm
is
not
there like a
sure
limit to the
exactly.
match?
Well,
Like,
I haven't gone that far into that kind of stuff. I don't know if there's actually a um I don't know if it's just in servers or if they actually have a multiplayer match mode. Um
hmm,
cuz I mean,
I
I
see.
saw a
It's
video.
actually more similar to maybe Rust
Yeah, I
or
mean, like the DayZ part is like what we're doing now where it's like you can play the game single player as well, so you can literally just go into your own world and play. Um but again, like he bought a server, so like it's just us in there right now, so we don't have to worry about other people trying to kill us because um, it's that it's. I mean, it's mostly like right now. It's just basically DayZ because it's the same thing where if you're playing on a server with people, they can just come kill you, and it's the same thing with Rust too. Like that was kind of that game too. Is like playing, but it looks because Rust has this look to it. Like this definitely looks more like DayZ. Um,
uh-huh.
but I don't know if there's actually a multiplayer mode. Like I know there's multiplayer. You can go into a server, do that stuff, and people will most likely kill you instead of help you with anything. Um, but yeah. So like, but there's literally like stats for everything. You can see how full your bladder is. You can see how full your intestines are. It's stupidly complex. And if you don't, I guess if you don't, because you can pee and poop. Um,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Why are you playing this game?
Because Dan said it's interesting, so I picked it up. And I thought I was like, I don't even know why I picked this up. I don't like these games that much. Um, but like, if you don't actually go to the bathroom, your guy will, and especially if like your if your colon gets too full, your guy literally just stops everything he's doing, just fucking pulls down his well, he doesn't actually pull down his pants. He makes the animation thing of doing it, and like he'll have fucking explosive diarrhea. It's hilarious to watch in a video he showed me. This guy
Oh my
is
God.
yeah, his guy's on a roof, and there are people shooting at him, and his guy just fucking drops and just fucking explosive diarrhea everywhere. And
I've
it's
got
really
to see
funny to
this
watch.
now.
But the other thing was, I saw another video which I showed the Rogue to kind of show him the same thing because I couldn't find that video that he sent me. Um, but this guy, he runs into a building and this guy just fucking drops, and the guy streaming, he's just like, not again. But yeah, it's really weird, and like you can piss, and I don't know, it's so weird. Uh, it's got bugs, it's got a lot of stuff that needs worked out, but I mean, I have it. I don't know how long I'm ever gonna play it, but it's interesting. It's just weird. Um, and I guess because I didn't put this in the news, they got rid of the Nazi tattoos that were in there, which we had a little discussion about before starting the show. Yeah, just the fact that and the fact that they said that they didn't even know that the Nazi symbols were in there because it's not like it's their game or anything.
How did those assets in our game get added to our game?
Right. Um. All right. So that is going to
Hold
do.
on,
Oh, yeah.
hold on. I am looking at this poop animation.
Does it feel good? Does it look good?
He's taking a piss. Hold on.
Oh my god.
There he goes.
There he goes.
It just goes through the animation and your clothes are still. And then
Yeah.
poop just
Like,
comes out of your clothes.
yep. Big long turd. Uh,
Oh my god.
that's like
That's
Dad
ridiculous.
tells me yesterday. It's like, Gary, come here. I was like, what? And then like his guy just drops. It's like, like he took a screenshot of him doing it too, and my guy's just like
Oh,
standing there like really awkwardly, just looking at him.
that's
But
that one in the Discord, right? Oh my
yeah.
god, there's the explosive diarrhea one. Jesus.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh
exactly.
man.
That's how it works. Uh,
I was
oh.
I was hungry.
Oh god. Yeah. So that's a thing in that game. But yeah, just there's so much stuff you can see. It's ridiculous. Just the fact that you can see your EKG for one, just it's so weird. But yeah, that's games. So the news dog is downstairs and not barking, thank God, because it's 20 after 11 at night. So yeah, let's get through this news. It won't take too long. Hopefully this podcast isn't too long today. But starting with the news is EA has donated $1 million to its Jacksonville tribute fund because there was a shooting at I guess that was another piece of news. So there was a shooting at this Madden esports qualifier in Jacksonville, and now there's been a Jacksonville tribute fund that came out of it, and EA actually, I guess, so they don't look too horrible because they're like one of the most hated companies. They donated $1 million to it, and let's see, it says all money raised will go to everyone affected by the event, including the families of Madden competitors Taylor Robertson and Elijah Clayton, who were killed in the shooting.
Yep.
The live stream has been planned for it, which is going to take place on this Thursday, or this upcoming Thursday, September the 6th. And here's a quote here. The events last weekend in Jacksonville will impact the gaming community forever. We can't begin to understand the pain so many are going through, nor do we pretend to have all the answers that will help us through the healing process. And another one here. But as is so often the case, our community inspires us. The way you're coming together and the outpouring of support for all those affected by the tragedy is incredibly uplifting. So, good thing on EA actually coming out with this, donating money to this fund and everything, because one thing is shootings are horrible, and the fact that it's even like not even school shootings and stuff, and at churches or whatever, like
Or
now
wherever.
gaming.
It's disgusting and it's tragic.
Yeah,
And I mean, until something is done about it, it's just going to keep happening.
yeah.
So
Like even a gaming event now isn't safe, and it's just horrible. Um,
yeah,
but yeah,
uh, yeah, I saw that fund because I heard about it when it happened. Um, I I watch a lot of esports. Now, granted, I don't watch Madden, but I watch fighting game tournaments all the time,
mm-hmm.
and I watch Halo esports or Overwatch League. I watch those sometimes, but I've mainly watched the fighting game tournaments and just so I saw the contributions and I kicked in a donation as well, just because it's tragic and um, I can't do much to help, but at least I can do that.
Yeah, yeah. It's sad. All right. So I guess we need to move on a little bit. Rocket League. I heard actually Rogue talking about this. They're doing a limited time progression system called the Rocket Pass. And this article says it's taking page from Fortnite. I don't know if Fortnite does. All I know is too many people spend money on it, and I did like the school that said Fortnite rehabilitation starts Monday. Blah blah blah. It's great shit. Um, and that and just the whole thing about parents getting tutors for Fortnite for their kids. That disgusts me. It's like how about you teach them some skills or something, not teach them how to play Fortnite better. But yeah. So I mean, Rocket League's been doing the loot crates, and you can buy the keys and or trade and get keys and stuff, and actually get items to use in the game like new cars and stuff that you can only get through that. Well, now they're doing this Rocket Pass thing. Um, I'm trying to see.
Are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Apparently dropped for a minute.
Oh shit! All right. Um, let's see. It
At least
says.
auto catch me back.
So it says here there's a tier progression that begins by playing matches online to earn free rewards, which is weird because you got like item rewards whenever you played the game whenever it came out. But I don't seem to get those very often anymore, actually. And it also has an option to purchase a premium pass for extra rewards and cosmetic upgrades for every tier. I don't know how the tier system works exactly, but I kind of need to ask Rogue because he was saying something about it earlier.
He might be more knowledgeable in it. I mean,
Oh yeah, he
if I
plays
had any
Rocket League
questions,
a lot.
yeah, if I had any questions about Rocket League, that's who I would ask. He knows all about it.
Yeah, him or Rob.
I couldn't speak to its progression system or Fortnite's because I don't. I've, I've played Fortnite all of maybe one time.
Yeah, I played it. Well, I played 2 matches and I didn't enjoy it. I'm not a big battle royale person either. It seems to be.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess I'm not either because I played PUBG a few times with a group and that was fun. But I mean, it was only fun because I was playing with other people.
yeah. All right, and the other thing it says here, once this limited event ends, and I guess when the next one starts up, that's another thing I would have to look into it, how often they're going to do these things. Everyone starts back at tier 1, so it's not like you even get to keep that.
Hmm.
So yeah, it says click here to find out how this shit works. But okay, so it's showing tier 1 you get a car, the Maverick. Tier 2 you get a Cloudburst, which is shit that shoots out from your car as you boost. Then you have a Soccer Nebula for tier 3, which I think that's a banner. Then a 10% party XP boost, and then a Jolt Bengal 1 lightning thing. And there's more. Holy shit, how many tiers? Oh, Jesus, hold on. There's 70 tiers. Holy shit.
Wow.
God damn. Yeah, that's a lot of shit. So yeah, it says here free items, pro tiers. Like, actually, let's read this. So free items, everyone can earn rewards, including Great White Topper, which is a shark, BB Wolf decal, watermelon wheels. Those look funny, actually. And then pro tiers, Rock Pass premium players can progress beyond tier 70 to earn painted and certified versions of select Rocket Pass items. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. I kind of put it because Rogue mentioned it. So yeah, we'll move on from that. Next out, Nintendo is coming out with an indie focused Switch news channel, which is pretty cool. If you'll remember from the Wii, like the Wii actually had like different channels that you can go on. So I guess doing the same thing, but it's cool because it actually focuses on indie games to actually like bring them out, and that's why I like whenever Nintendo does like they call it the Nindies, the like Nindy Direct, where they actually showcase like indie games and stuff. So like the little people even get, uh, uh, you know, so their games can actually be shown and, so they're
Yeah.
not kind of just brought into the eShop or whatever, and then like people don't know, like kind of the, I mean, if anything, how Steam is now, where games just get lost, but with like Xbox or how their stuff kind of worked. But they did have
In,
their anything as well on theirs. But I
in
think they
fact,
got rid of that, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember what it was called. They did have their like little indie storefront thing, but I think they did get rid of that. Either at the end of the 360 or they got rid of it with the Xbox
Oh,
One.
it was the Xbox One. Yeah, you're talking about Xbox Live Indie Games or Xbox Live Arcade. Everything's just in the Xbox store now on there.
Yeah, and it's like
There's
it.
no, there's really no subsections uh, unless you break it down by like, um,
New releases, or I don't know if they
yeah,
actually have like an
that
indie game search
they,
option.
not that I'm aware of. They do have search filters, but
Mm-hmm.
um, it's just stuff you type in.
Yeah.
Um, what I was going to say is I actually got one of those Nintendo indie games. When I bought Octopath Traveler, I also picked up Wizard of Legend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't read enough about it. I thought I knew what it was, but I didn't know it was also like a roguelike.
Oh
So
okay.
yeah, but I mean it's fun. I enjoy it, and it's got co-op and online co-op up to 4 people. So
Yeah. But it's saying here that it announces new indie games. It has Q&As from developer interviews in it that show up in the newsfeed. So yeah, you'll. I mean, that's nothing. Getting to know more about the game, I guess, by actually having things from the developers come in. Uh, that'll definitely help people kind of decide if they want to get a game or see how it looks. And I don't
Nintendo brings to bring back its most important feature ever, Miiverse.
know. Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Miiverse was my favorite social network.
yeah.
The
I did
Mass
like
Effect
Miiverse
3
quite a bit.
community on Miiverse was fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. I remember whenever they said that they're ending it. Like I know quite a few people, especially in the Nintendo Oki group. Uh, like there was quite a bit of sadness going around because, like Tony was saying, like he go on there all the time just to look at what people are saying on the games that you're following, the games that you're playing or whatever, and
Yep, me too.
just the fact that people like the drawings that people did are insane.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
that I did like especially that that's the other thing that kind of hurts is like in the Wii version of Smash Brothers, like they had that me. What did they call it?
Stage. And
Yeah,
that Miiverse stage that had the
yeah,
Miiverse stuff in the background
yeah, and like it would show people like how cool is it to actually have your artwork show up in
in a game.
Smash? Yeah,
Yeah,
so I thought that stuff was always cool.
it was
Um,
amazing. I loved Miiverse, man. Miiverse was my thing. They need to bring it back. We need Miiverse 2.0.
yeah. All right, so moving on, Blizzard, because of the whole thing that we talked about it. I don't even remember how long ago, but in Belgium they were talking about loot boxes being gambling and all that stuff. Well, Blizzard is removing paid loot boxes and loot chests from well Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm in Belgium. So I let's see. How would this be
That's funny
for?
because I just actually bought um, loot boxes in Overwatch the past couple weeks. That's why that event was going on.
Oh, yeah, here you go. Because they did because it's illegal under their current regulations. And here's some quotes. While we at Blizzard were surprised by this conclusion and do not share the same opinion, we have decided to comply with the interpretation by Belgian law. As a result, we have no choice but to implement measures that will prevent Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm players located in Belgium from purchasing in-game loot boxes and loot chests with real money and gems. I'm trying to see if like they're somehow giving them for free or not. And goddamn that stupid train for using its horn. Um, let's see. While there's no specific date for when paid loot boxes will be removed, Blizzard said it would happen shortly. The company also noted that it's open to discuss the matter further with appropriate authorities. So, yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess
they
that's
have to do what they
semi.
got to do.
Yeah, I mean,
If they want to have their game in that territory, they have to comply with the law.
yeah, I
So,
guess it's better to get some money than take all the money. Um,
yeah,
and last piece of news for this week is about the Xbox oh, I guess how something in my throat. Xbox All Access bundles with Live and Game Pass.
this is actually very interesting.
Keep going, please, for me.
Yeah. So basically, what this is I don't have the news story pulled up in front of me, but I follow a lot of Xbox stuff since I used to work there, or I used to work for Xbox Live Support.
Yeah, you
Uh,
did.
so basically, what this is they're offering like a flat subscription fee for I think the contract is for 2 years,
Yes.
and you get an Xbox One X or an Xbox One S, whichever one you pick, and they're priced a little differently based on which one you pick.
Yeah,
But
one's
you
twenty
also
one
get
ninety nine and the other one's $34.99.
right. So basically, you get the console and the Xbox Live subscription, and the Xbox Game Pass subscription. 2 years worth of that that you pay a flat monthly fee on, and you get all of that. And I mean, that's a really good deal, um,
It's
in
funny
my
because
opinion.
we did talk about this. Feels like years ago now, but Xbox brought this into light like I said, like maybe 2-3 years ago now, about actually doing a subscription kind of fee to buy the Xbox, like a phone plan kind of thing. And this actually adds in more than just buying the console too. So
Yeah, I think this is a really. I mean, if you know anything about Xbox Games Pass, there is over 100 games on there to play, and if especially if you're new to Xbox, you get the console, you get the online subscription, so you get like the deals with gold and the free games with gold, and not to mention having gold allows you to play multiplayer. Um, so there's that. You get all the features of gold, and then you get Xbox Games Pass, which gives you over 100 games you can play, at any one given time. And especially now, Xbox Games Pass first party titles are coming to Xbox Games Pass at launch.
oh,
So
cool.
if you have the subscription to the Games Pass, then you can play first party Xbox titles, or I think even Microsoft published titles day one without having to buy them.
Yeah, that's cool. And
So
then
I feel like this is a really good deal, and actually I could see them going further with this um, in the future. Um, if they could work this model to become like an ongoing thing where, hey, we put out this updated version of the Xbox, we're going to send that to you. You send us your old model and download your profile on the model we send to you, and it just be an ongoing thing. That could work out really well for them.
yeah, it also says here for a limited time for qualified customers that they're offering 0% APR for the first 24 months. Well, not the first 24 months, for the 24 months. Sounds like a commercial there. Yeah, so it says the program is only rolling out to the United States right now. So sorry,
Yeah.
everyone else, but this is America. We love paying subscriptions.
Well, I feel like well, since they're based in America, this is where it will be easiest for them. In my opinion,
At least
I
as
don't
a
know.
test or
I don't
something.
know the logistics of business. This is just based on my layman's understanding of it. I assume it would be easier for them to do stuff within the United States because that's where they're based,
Yeah,
and so and they'll use it as a test market and to maybe roll it out to other places in the world if it does well. Uh, that's just my opinion, and from my own understanding, I could be completely wrong.
Yeah. No, I mean they're probably gonna test out over here, see how well it works, and then see if they can bring it out to other areas. I think America is probably the easiest one for them to start with anyway, just by how America works. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's actually it for the news now. So we are going to move into the cleanup, and I don't know what happened to my show notes, but man, I deleted a couple things on accident, I think. But anyway, we're starting off with the TGM Quest, and as Dan asked last week, and I didn't actually finish everything that he said to this, but it's okay. People answered basically the same. So knowing that the next Call of Duty won't have a single player, but will have Battle Royale mode, are you going to pick it up? And I will let you take the first one.
Okay, well, the first answer is from Boondock Brat 4, and it's basically simply no.
And from Big Rob 029, he says, nope.
And we have Mr. Rain, and he said, I'm interested in new game mechanics, but for now, it's no. I've seen some big streamers point out a few game balance issues. I'd rather wait and find out what will happen.
Yeah. And I guess, I don't know, I'm guessing they're going to have a beta going on. I mean, they have for the last couple games, so.
I
See
think
what,
it's only if you pre-order, though. I don't know if they have an open beta. I know Battlefield
um,
5 will.
I
Battlefield
thought
5's got an open beta coming next month.
I thought World War II had an open beta. Yeah, I know Battlefield, like they've had open betas. Well, they just had the open beta actually. Wasn't that like a week or two ago?
I think that was the closed beta.
Oh, I thought it was open.
I could be wrong. I remember seeing something about open beta next month. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to try that out whenever it comes out. But yeah, I mean, the betas are good to see like how shit's working at the moment. All right,
mhm.
so moving on to Carbo, says, no, I won't, but not for that reason. In my opinion, this is much better than having a terrible Michael Bay produced single player that has no story, no nothing, just chaos and explosions, just like Black Ops 3.
No, I totally understand. I mean, I played the single player games for all the three other Black Ops games, and
Mm-hmm.
like I really enjoyed the story in Black Ops 1. I even enjoyed it in Black Ops 2, but Black Ops 3, I was just like I could not care less. I could not care any less about what happens to these characters. I could
Yeah,
not, like, I played through that whole campaign, and it just did not, like, it just didn't do it for me.
yeah, I just don't
Uh,
know if Call of Duty's going to die because it just feels like it's not like I hear more complaints over the recent years than praise about any of it.
I wouldn't know. I have not seen any of the numbers, so I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know how
that's
many
another thing
people
I
still
haven't
play it
actually looked at what the
or how well it
game sales
sells.
are. Yeah.
And then last up, we have Danak, who he said, nope, I think it's not worth full price, but that's just me. Well, I don't think it's just you, Danak, but
Yeah, Dan mentioned it last
I
week.
imagine a lot of other people have the same thought.
Yeah, because it's like, well, I mean, they did the same thing for I don't actually remember. Whichever one didn't come with a single player, but it was still full price. I don't know. It was weird.
I
Um,
can't remember.
yeah, but yeah, no, I don't think just a multiplayer game. I mean, I said the same thing about Titanfall. That it needed a single player, and now like Titanfall 2 had like the fucking best single player ever. It was so good. Um, but yeah, I don't think that you should charge $60 for a game that's only multiplayer. Because I mean, there's not much to multiplayer. There are maps, and then you got like all the little things that you do with the weapons and all that stuff. But like,
I have no problem paying $60 for a game that's pretty much just multiplayer. As long as as long as I feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of it, I don't mind. But
yeah,
that's
I
my
just never
opinion.
feel like I get I get the full benefit of that $60 whenever I play this game. It's just because I only play with
I
friends.
generally know before I buy what I'm going to play in it. That I'm going to play mainly multiplayer
Mm-hmm.
because I like to play the online competitive
Mm-hmm.
mode.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm into right now. That's why I play so much Overwatch and Halo and Tekken and Dragon Ball Fighters and Street Fighter.
Yeah. Of course, I don't like loot boxes either. So, which
I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't
I've
care for
never
loot
bought
boxes either,
one
but
ever. So, I mean,
I
I
don't
guess
care
I'm
for
good
loot
on that.
boxes either. But like, I've really never paid for Overwatch, so I don't mind giving them some
At
money.
least the PC version you did.
I didn't pay for the Xbox version either. I game share with Mark, and he bought it.
Oh, okay. Jeez, getting Overwatch free everywhere.
I know, right? I was gonna buy it on PC till you bought it.
Yeah, I was. We need to play that again. I only played that
I
one time with you too.
I got to get my gaming.
Uh-oh. I think you dropped out again. Ruh-roh. Um, well, while Jason's hopefully coming back soon, uh, we got no emails, no speak pipes, but we do have a TGM check, and Jason's gone. Um, hopefully he comes back. Alright, so I guess I'll go into the TGM checks while hopefully he comes in. Boondop 4, he says, for the TGM check, he says, Diablo 3 and The Sims 4. Big Rob 029 says a smidge of Destiny 2, Sea of Thieves, and Rocket League with Team QQ, because I accidentally put 2 Qs into the Gamesmen RPG Rocket League team. I can't remember what it's called. Squad, whatever. Mr. Rain says Rocket League, Insurgency, Revolt, Air Mech, Black Squad, Dragon Ball Legends, and Mini Metro. Carbo says nothing, nothing, and nothing. Denox says finished Yakuza 0 and started on Yakuza Kiwami 2. Zero Wing says monsters, doing my healing duty, and yes, he did. He helped Stacy and I immensely. It was very good. Well, now we're on to the shoutouts, and I want to thank Jason for being on. He's not here right now. I'm scared.
Can you hear me?
Hey, there he is. Thank God. So I don't know if you could hear me, but yeah, I went through the TGM checks while while you were not here.
I could still hear you.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, hey, you're back. So
I could still hear you until I don't know. I don't know. I was just having issues with Discord. My internet was fine, but Discord kept disconnecting me.
yeah, you froze on there, and I stopped hearing you being able to talk. So I was like, oh shit.
I kept hollering at you. I was like, I know I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, you're back.
I am back.
But yeah, we're on to the shout outs now. So who do you want to shout out?
I'm gonna shout out you, Gary, for having me on.
Yay.
I want to shout out the listeners. Thanks for listening to the podcast and allowing me to bore you for the length of this show. Shout out to Dan. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Camping Man Dan.
And that's all I can think of for the moment.
Cool. Alright, well, I am shouting out you for coming on and helping me do this, even though it's almost midnight. But yeah, it's good. At least I get a podcast this week. I'll probably edit it tomorrow. Let's see. Dan and Jada for having me out for dinner, Stacy for playing Monster Hunter, and Rob and Rogue for the Rocket League fun. And I guess American Dan for Scum. I wish you would have bought it for me, so
Hey, there's no need for name calling. You don't have to call him scum. That's not nice.
he is scum. Yeah, that game's interesting so far. But yeah, so web for the week to come, where are you going to be, sir?
Well, I am, as always, I am Teflon 12 everywhere. That's TEPHLON 12.
You guys are so lucky.
Except for PSN. I'm not Teflon 12 on there, but I don't have a PlayStation, so.
So who cares? Alright, well, I am Emerus89 on Xbox Live and Twitter, Emerus_89 is Steam, Emerus1289 is Nintendo Network, and Origin, and hell, Minecraft. And Emerus0289 is PSN, Twitch, and I think something else has that now because I couldn't get the fucking name for it. Oh, or no, no. I think I'm actually Amherst89 on Oculus because I thought somebody stole my name, but somehow I made an Oculus account already, and I have no idea how I did it or when. But yeah,
I've had that kind of stuff before.
yeah. You randomly make an account.
I have
Um,
no memory of this place.
yeah, and I didn't even use my regular password for it either. So whatever.
Weird.
Yeah, because I couldn't log in. So I do forgot my password. But yeah, that's me. Jason, you said you're gonna read out where we can be found.
Yes. Well, you can go to our website at thegamesman.com. You can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/thegamesman. You can send us a voicemail by calling the RPG hotline at 412-267-RPG1. That's 412-267-7741. Or you could just leave us a speak pipe and do it that way at speakpipe.com/TGMRPG. You can send us an email at thegamesmanrpg@gmail.com or submit us an MP3 or however you want the email to be. You can follow us on Twitter at the Gamesman RPG. Check out the YouTube channel at youtube.com/the Gamesman RPG. Check us out on Twitch.
Right
We're
now.
streaming on Twitch right now. Twitch.tv/the Gamesman RPG. Mixer, the Mixer address, you guessed it, mixer.com/the Gamesman RPG. You can check us out on Podbean. thegamesmanrpg.podbean.com is where you'll find that. We're also on Stitcher. We'd love to have some iTunes reviews because we're on iTunes. So please give us some iTunes reviews, as well as when you're checking out our podcast on those podcast websites. Also, make sure to check out the other podcasts in the VG Hub network. They have a plethora of great content, and it's sure to find one that really speaks to you. And whenever we're doing charity events, you can always check out where to donate or what charity events we're doing if you go to thegamesman.com/charity events. So that's how you find us.
Yay! All right, so
Back
that's
to
gonna.
you in the studio, Gary.
I mean, hopefully, eventually, this is kind of like a studio. Eventually, I will get it that way. But yeah, that's gonna do it for episode 229. So on behalf of Jason, I am Amherst. We are the Gamesmen. Until next time, we ask.
What role will you play?
Woo! Very happy. All right, so I'm gonna stop the stream. Thank you. If I mean, it says nobody's watching, so I'm just gonna guess nobody's watching.